All right. Tony, are you there?
Hello. Hello.
There you go. Now we're here, Tony.
Okay. Excellent. At least it's working now.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you all so much for coming. I appreciate everyone for showing up. We don't have much on the agenda today other than to do a little training on cloning reports, which is about the simplest way to get a more complex report or get any report you need is to find something that's similar and just clone it and make adjustments. Before I do that, does anyone have any questions, any reports, problems they might have? I'd be glad to help with. Feel free to speak up or to put it in chat, and I'll be very glad to help if I can. Okay. Well, I don't hear anyone, so I'll take that as a no. And I will go on to sharing my screen, and we will start the training on cloning. So as I was saying, cloning is probably the simplest way you can get a specified report. If you can't find it available already in the shared folders, you can find something similar and make it what you want. It's fairly simple to do a search for a type of report. You go to your report page in Webby and go to your search templates. This one, we're going to do a circulation report on how many science fiction books are being read at a library each month. And we want to list titles. So we can do a search for circulation. It's always good to keep in mind what we're looking for in a report. We need, in this one, circulation numbers, titles, specific shelving location, date range for circulation, and a specific library for circulation. You can also search in shared folders for something similar to what you're looking for. Here we're going with the folder or the report that was list of items circulated between date and time and checkout library. Then we simply select the template and choose clone select a template and click submit. And you'll be prompted to put that in a folder. Here we're using a test folder. So in this report, had a lot of different display fields. Some we need to change, some information we can keep. When you're looking at display fields, if you right click with your mouse in a display field, you'll bring up the options menu where you can change the column label, change the transform, change a lot of different things, or just simply remove it altogether. And here we want to remove the patron information and the patron barcode. I've done that, and that's left us with our checkout date and time, item barcodes, circulation modifier, our title, and our author. Then we just need to add a shelving location. And you find that down in the drop-down menu under circulation. Just pick shelving location, and then name, and then raw data, and then click add fields. This configuration gets us all the information we would need to do some sorting in a Sheets or an Excel program to get the science fiction titles that we're looking for. I did not do a filters by shelving location because I've found that if you do that, you will filter out other libraries' items that circulate at your library. Recently, we had found that our circ reports were a little off, and it was because we'd always been filtering by the shelving locations. And even when you choose all of the shelving locations that are listed in the filters, it was leaving out shelving locations from other libraries. So it's good to be able to filter by shelving location sometimes, but it doesn't always work to get you all the information you need.
Hey, Tony, is that a well-known fact in Evergreen? Is that a bug, or is it just the way it's designed?
I think that's design. It's something I would like to ask and see if they would. Well, I'd love it to list every single shelving location from every library, but every library has numerous different shelving locations and the way they list them, and that would probably make a list so long that it would be a interesting list to look at. But you have to be careful when you use filters, because inevitably if you do a filter, it sometimes will filter out something you're actually wanting to keep. So you have to be extremely careful with that.
That is really good to know. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. That's the reason I would recommend, if it's possible to do a filtering in a Excel program or a Sheets program, you would be better off doing that, because you can, I mean, we had filtered with shelving location and we were missing hundreds and hundreds of books from other libraries that were circulating in our library when we did that. And of course, we don't want that, because we want to know all the stuff that circulates at our library. So that's a little danger when you get into filters. They're wonderful for certain things. And I could do probably an entire, and maybe I should do an entire training on filters, but they can cause problems and solve problems at the same time. So it can be a little difficult with working with them. But cloning is really just super simple. And then it gets into the matter of finding the information you need to add or subtract. Anyone have any questions? Any reports, interests that they would like to look into? No? Let's see. I think probably next time we will try to do something a little more on filters. That's a subject that could be covered more extensively. Also, I have been looking into the simple reporter, which we will have with the next update. But there's information out there on it because it's being used in other Evergreen systems already. And I'm going to see if I can compile some information on that might be usable. If anyone has any questions about Simple Reporter. But that's it's going to be next year, I think, but I can't remember exactly when we're getting our next update. I'd have to look into it.
Well, you're right on, Tony. We bumped our upgrades. They usually happen in April every year, but the board wanted that to happen early. So we're actually getting our upgrade in February, and we should have access to everything in 3.10 several weeks prior to that.
Oh, excellent.
In our test.
Excellent. That's wonderful. All the more I will probably have to work on Simple Reporter a little more and get something ready for people. So that maybe that will be the next one I do. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But if there's no questions, and I'll be glad to help with any questions anyone has, then I will probably shut down the meeting. I will entertain a motion to do so from anyone.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, thank you. Thank you kindly.
Thank you for
When
your
is the
time
next
today,
one?
Tony. Yeah, when is our next meeting then?
So let me pull that up here real quick. Let's see. That is the 8th, I believe. That's going to be, yeah, December 8th.
Yep, I got that on my calendar. Sounds good.
Awesome. So thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Good to see everybody. Okay. Bye, Casey.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.